Good afternoon, good evening. This is Dove Tusman, and you're back on Equal Footing for a recorded Thanksgiving message. We are not live on the air tonight as we've been in past years. Thanksgiving is an interesting holiday, always, but particularly if you're Jewish. We have this teaching in Judaism of being, particularly in mystical Judaism, of being thankful for the concealed blessings, things that present in our lives as pain, but in fact bring us through to greater levels of understanding and a better place in our lives. It's that adage of perhaps everything happens for a reason, or at least in each difficult moment, there's some hidden blessing to find. Is this a general concept? It seems like Thanksgiving in its traditional secular sense is kind of transactional. I thank you for being my friend. I thank God for bringing me abundance or allowing me to have good health. You thank me for giving you a job or whatever it might be. It's this sense of a quid pro quo. Still can be beautiful, but feels to me a little transactional. Yet in Hebrew, the closest translation for Thanksgiving, or generally for gratitude, is hakarot hatov, which is literally seeing the good or accounting for the good, acknowledging the good. It's not transactional at all. And that good, the hatov, can be in anything. It can be in things as is really true right now, given global events that seem incredibly painful. Here is a great American poet that I think nails this point. Ella Wheeler Wilcox wrote mostly in the late 19th century, early 20th century, her poem called Thanksgiving. We walk on starry fields of white and do not see the daisies. For blessings common in our sight, we rarely offer praises. We sigh for some supreme delight to crown our lives with splendor and quite ignore our daily store of pleasures sweet and tender. Our cares are bold and push their way upon our thought and feeling. They hang about us all the day, our time from pleasure stealing. So unobtrusive, many a joy we pass by and forget it, but worry strives to own our lives and conquers if we let it. There's not a day in all the year, but holds some hidden pleasure, and looking back, joys oft appear to brim the past's wide measure. But blessings are like friends, I hold, who love and labor near us. We ought to raise our notes of praise while living hearts can hear us. Full many a blessing wears the guise of worry or of trouble. Far-seeing is the soul and wise who knows the mask is double. But he who has the faith and strength to thank his God for sorrow has found a joy without alloy to gladden every morrow. We ought to make the moment's notes of happy, glad thanksgiving, the hours and days a silent phrase of music we are living. And so the theme should swell and grow as weeks and months pass over us, and rise sublime at this good time, a grand Thanksgiving chorus. Leah, our wonderful producer, is here as well, this message of Thanksgiving. We always try to combine Jewish wisdom on this show with its mirror in the secular world. So that was the secular. Drop a little Jewish wisdom on us.
My favorite thing to say this Thanksgiving is a quote from Devarim 28:8. God will command the blessing to be with you in your silos. And silos here relates to the word hidden, a concealed blessing. My wish for all of our listeners is to have as many revealed blessings as possible for this year.
and to see in the difficult the hidden blessings within.
Amen.
This past year, you and I brought a beautiful baby boy into the world. Granted, you did most of the work. So we have a lot to be thankful for. But it's always easy to look back over a period of time and lose the presence of mind of the gratitude, and that open-hearted feeling of thanks gets clouded by the current circumstance. And it's such a time of great strife now, globally and particularly in the Middle East. So we wish all of our listeners the ability to feel gratitude, to see those hidden blessings. Thank you.
Thank you to our listeners. Thank you for your continued support, and many, many blessings to all.
Happy Thanksgiving.